I'd like you all to close your eyes, please. Let's have a moment to think about how we'll open ourselves to our good. In the stillness of our hearts, we turn to God within. In our hearts, we know our oneness with the divine. In our hearts, we fear nothing, want nothing, lack nothing. In our hearts, we rest in the awareness of God's unyielding presence. And we take pleasure in our communion. Our soul is the divine. Our higher self is our access to God, the Christ in us. We are opening for God on the earth, and we let divine light and love flow through us into the world. We surrender to this knowing, to this purpose, and to the blessings that flood our being as we allow the flow of Spirit in and through us. Amen.
You know, Jane spoke yesterday about that. In my Bible, we came that we may have life abundantly. That it obviously wasn't riches, but to experience that life, to know that life, and to come from that space that there is no lack in the mind of God, only in our minds. And so by surrendering our minds to that infinite source and that supply, opens us up to experience the flow of God's abundant love for us. So I wanted to do a little quiet time, because as I say, this is not just about me talking, it's about you experiencing this and opening up to that flow of abundant good. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and put down your papers for a few moments. And begin by being willing to surrender your human fears, all that goes on in our minds, to let all that go. Sometimes we need to shake it out of ourselves, just loosen our limbs. It's a way of physically letting go all that stuff that's going on in our heads. And just simply breathe in and out, and as you do, become aware of a flow of love, of God's love, that moves in you and through you with each breath. Open up to the joy and the freedom of living in the flow of God. You may like to imagine yourself as a wave that's one with the ocean, and become aware of that movement that you have as being the wave of the ocean, and the joy and the freedom of expression that is. And know that you are connected with the ocean, with this power that is so much greater than you and that totally supports you and loves you and nurtures you. How did that feel? Were you able to do that a little bit? Did the music help you get there?